Hello and welcome to episode 23 of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. So, in the last episode we were talking to the sergeant in there, and we were directed to go up here for our next mission. And yeah, so let's start moving in that direction and see what kind of trouble we can get ourselves into. And of course I'm running the wrong way. Actually, we can, yeah, we can head over here first and deliver one of our green quests here. This particular one will open up a new dungeon for us. Here we are. Nothing of interest here. There we go, and we got the new dungeon entrance. Alatali. Yeah, so again, these quests with the plus sign on it are somewhat special quests. They don't add anything to the story. It's mostly just quests where you will receive certain benefits. In this case, we opened the dungeon. With the retainer, we learned how to send them out on missions. And yeah, it usually is stuff like that. Alright. God, I wish there were a shorter cooldown on this sprint button here. At least in this game, if you click on the sprint button, it will start the cooldown straight off the bat instead of waiting until sprint disappeared, like in World of Warcraft. You have a sprint button like this in World of Warcraft, but when you click on it, it literally doesn't start the cooldown until you stop sprinting. Is the bait in place? Our man is in position, sir. Good. We make our move as soon as the Molja appears. Yes, sir. What's the meaning of this? Wait, something is miss. Oh boy. A few more behind us. I'm afraid your little ambush ends here. I eluded the mortal flames. I eluded the mortal flames clutches for moons before finally being caught. Did you not wonder how I managed it? It was almost as if someone was feeding him information from the inside. Hey, your every movement was known to me ahead of time. Now, as much as I'd love to chat a while, I have importance to keep. They are all yours. Put up your weapons, or your comrades are a dead man. Bring him. The rest of you, march. Traitor scum. Alright. I guess we are imprisoned with our axe on our back. Yeah, that makes sense. And apparently everyone except me is bound. I fear them all just mean to give us to their god as an offering. If I must die, then let me die a soldier's death, with steel in hand. Alright. And it's time to so this is a small raid. They are called something else. Duty, that's what they are called. Lord of the Inferno, hearken to our plea. Lord of the Inferno, deliver us from our misery. Almighty Ifrit, Lord of the Inferno, your humble servants beseech you. Grace us with your divine presence. Almighty Ifrit, we bring before you ignorant savages who know not your Godhead. If it pleases you, Lord, scorch their heathen souls with your cleansing flame, and mark them as your own. Bring those two as well. What? What's going on? This ain't what we agreed. None but servants of Lord Ifrit may behold the rite of summoning. The souls of unbelievers are forfeit. No! Spare me, I beg you. Pitiful children of man, by my breath I claim you. Arise once more as my loyal minions. Feed my flames with your faith, and all who stand against us shall burn. Oh, mighty Ifrit, my one true God. Your words are my bread. Okay, that's different. Impossible. By what sorcery do you resist my master's will? Could it be? Your soul already belongs to another? Yes, that is the only explanation. Forsooth, thy frail mortal frame can serve as a vessel to the blessing of but one. Yet I smell not the taint of another upon thee. The truth of thine allegiance waxeth clear. Thou art the godless blessed's number. Huh? I don't even understand that. The paragon warned of thine abhorrent kind. Thine existence is not to be suffered.
There we go. There we go. Got our second crystal. High crystal this time.
Pray forgive my lateness. I was delayed by a congregation of Amaldia zealots. I swear, each seemed more evangelical than the last. Phew. I see the Bloodsworn wasn't. I see the Bloodsworn wasted no time extracting the captives. No less than I'd expect from the Flame General's handpicked men. As for those two, it is fair to say their hardship have only just begun. They have much to answer for. I feel I owe you an apology, Joffrey. Had I known this mission would prove so dangerous, I would never have left you to face it alone. You have been given a veritable baptism of fire. Indeed. But let us continue this conversation in more agreeable surroundings. Camp Drybone, shall we say? This way, sir. So that was the mighty Ifrit. And what a disappointment he was. The readings are nowhere near what I had anticipated, even taking Uldaun interference into account. You should know better than to rely upon 5-year-old old data left by the 7th Legion. Nor can we expect any form of support from the motherland, given the troubles at court. We have only ourselves to rely upon. Ever the pessimist, my dear Livia. Promise me you'll never change. We've wasted enough time here. That meter of yours is too old to give any reading worth a damn. Not that there was aught worth a damn for it to read, but I take your point. I suppose we must content ourselves with the knowledge that we've achieved our primary objective. Yet I find that I am troubled by that adventurer's unexpected show of strength. Could such a foe prove a hindrance to our plans? Perhaps, but that is consideration for another time. You have been given a task. That is your priority. I suggest you treat it as such. fail to do so, fail to do as my lord commands, and I will spare him the trouble of punishing you. With allies like that, beware a woman in love. I shall need to be my I shall need to be on my best behavior. All right, there we go. Ah, there you are, Joffrey. Come, rest a while. You will have no better opportunity. After witnessing their gods' defeat, the Volga will be less inclined to risk our wrath, for a time at least. Now, where were we? Ah, yes. I was in the process of apologizing. I do hope you can forgive me. I arrived too late to be of any use to you or to the abductees. They may be whole of body, but the same cannot be said of their minds. For once a man is tempered. Ah, but it ill suits me to dwell on such negatives. Amidst all our misfortune, there is still a reason to rejoice. Ifrit is slain, and by your hand no less. That is the deed of no ordinary individual, Joffrey. Not that I ever thought you were ordinary. On the contrary, I have long suspected that you have the potential to shape the fate of this realm. What can I say? My fine eyes for talent remains undimmed. Minfilia will be proud beyond all reckoning when she hears of your deeds. I trust you shan't object to my bearing the tidings to her. That way I can claim to have contributed something to this mission. You, meanwhile, have earned yourself a rest. Take some time to relax and return to making sense when you are good and ready. We can discuss matters in more detail then. Just don't take too long, will you? The realm's problems won't solve themselves. There we go. Oh, wow. Let's see, I saw... What's this? Level 18 weapon coffer. That's a piece of crap. Alright. So, let's see what's going on here. Ah, the triumphant hero returns. Franker told us the news upon his arrival. He is presently in the Solar, giving the full report to Lady Minfilia. You should join them at once. Lady Minfilia is most eager to see you. Alright. My late arrival nearly cost Joffrey his life. I wasn't there when the Malja took him prisoner. And I wasn't there when they served him to Ifrit. Yes, by some miracle he survived, but that does not excuse the fact that he should never have had to face such dangers alone. I failed him utterly, just as I'm failing you all. Ooh, he's not feeling too good, I think. What's done is done, Fankred. You can ill blame yourself for every... Joffrey, it is good to see you again. Impeccable timing, my friend. I just finished regaling Minfilia with your heroic exploits. Franket has told me everything. You have done well to return to us. The perils you faced were undeniable great. Yet a part of me believed that I had no cause to fear, and now we can put paid to our long investigation. As we suspected, Amalia undertook both the robbery and the abductions with the aim of summoning their primal Ifrit. Nor is this tale limited to Ul'dah. Similar incidents have been rife in both Limsa Lominsa and Gridania of late. I dare say you've been curious as to how these crimes are linked to the primals. Permit me to explain. Having manifested in the physical realm, primals must consume ether if they are to maintain their presence here. And the stronger they become, the more ether they require. Now, excuse me. Now, ether exists throughout creation. It flows through all life and permeates the very air that we breathe. Sounds familiar. Star Wars, anyone? Alas, this alone will not suffice to sustain the likes of Ifrit. Nay, he and his kind requires a more concentrated source of ether, crystals. It is for this reason that incidents involving crystals can often be tracked back to Primal. Which leaves us with the why of the abductions. To understand this, you must first understand how primals are born. When all is well with the world, primals possess no physical form. Their essence is dispersed across the great river of ether. However, when the world is plunged into chaos, those who worship the primals cry out to their gods for deliverance from suffering. These cries serve as a beacon toward which a primal essence is irresistible drawn. It is this coming together. It is this coming together, or etheric coalescence, which grants the being physical form. Once born, a primal gains strength from its followers' worship. The more numerous and fervent they are, the more powerful their god becomes. But the primal are seldom satisfied with such reverence as their adherent freely give. And in order to gain more power, they do not scruple to create followers. They do this by tempering mortals, a process to which you yourself were subjected. Yet, even as if he took your comrades in his thrall, you alone remained unaffected. This is thanks to the power you possess, the Echo. We know not the why of it, but those blessed with the Echo are immune to primal influence. It is as thought a great power protects us. Interesting. When the first you came to us, I told you that the Echo would be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. I trust you now begin to see why. The recent incidents all shared a common trait. Meticulous planning, such elaborated designs are a new development, and one which fills me with an unshakable sense of foreboding. While I share your concern, my preceding feeling is one of relief at your safe return. The immortal flames assured me that they will deal with the aftermath, so you need not concern yourself with that. We may rest easy for a time. I suggest you take full advantage of the respite, Joffrey. You may be sure it won't last long. Once the people learn the identity of the hero who felled Ifrit, I fear you will have near a moment to yourself. Whether she intended to or not, Minfilia neglected to tell you something. Something I think it would be best you heard from one of us. It concerns the temperate abductees that were rescued. I'm sorry to report that all are to be put to death. The flames with whom you were imprisoned included. Needless to say, this information must not be made known to the public. I swear to you that we would not do this if there were any other recourse. But once a man is tempered, he is tempered for life. His very existence lends strength to the primal, whom he cannot choose but worship. And so we science continue our fight, that no more innocents need to be sacrificed. I hope that you will continue to stand with us, Geoffrey. But I should be going. I must offer my apologies to the Flame General for the losses his people suffered. Till next time. Yeah. God forgive me. How many more lives? Louis Waugh would never have allowed this to happen. I have to do better. I have to be stronger. Alright, well, I feel like that's a good ending of this episode. I hope you all enjoyed it, and if you did, please hit that like button. It helps me a lot, and it also helps other people finding my content on YouTube. Excuse me. If you're new here, first of all, welcome. And if you enjoy my content, please feel free to hit the subscribe button together with the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my episodes. I will be back again tomorrow, and until then, stay safe out there.